My name is Ganera Mgume from NBS TV. My question is, with the percentages from your victory in the past elections, it is evident that the Rwandans still want you to be their leader, and I will not be surprised after what comes out after Monday. My question is, what does Rwanda without Paul Kagame look like in your own eyes? Because as a leader of today, is it something that bothers you at night that at some point when you are not here, Rwanda should not plunge into chaos yet again?
Well, I'm not sure what really happens when I'm not here. I don't want to guess and just start imagining things. I do what I have to do while I'm here, and I'm doing it with the people of this country as not only you have seen, but also what you've just referenced, what has happened in the past. I don't think there is Kagame only. It is Kagame with these people, you see. We make progress because we are together. And these people, the Rwandans, contribute a lot, make things happen. I only provide leadership as by their choice. So, and I'm sure when I'm not there, there will be another choice they will make. The choice that can even lead them better without ruling out the fact that, yes, things may not be as good as they have been, but that is life. That's what happens. So Rwanda has been there before me, before I was born, or before I came back to this country, because I have lived outside of it for a long time as a refugee, and you know the story. I was a refugee in Uganda. And many other colleagues who are behind the progress we are making, a number of them have been refugees in many other parts of the world, mainly the region, whether it is Burundi, Tanzania, Kenya, many others, Uganda with me, and beyond. So the story is that Rwanda has been there and will always be there, like all other countries. The Rwandans will enjoy being Rwandans in different ways or contexts. Others have suffered, many, for being Rwandans, like we have seen, again owing to bad politics. So I can only really answer for what we are doing as Rwandans when I'm here as their leader. What happens when I'm gone will happen. I don't know what it is. But I imagine among these Rwandans there are people who can lead this country even better than I can or have done. So it's a story, by the way, that goes on everywhere in the world, whether it is where you come from or other countries in the region or beyond, or these rich, developed countries. Yes, leaders come and go, and different things happen owing to the leader who is in place, or the politics around that supports that leader, and things keep changing. So Rwanda is not any different.
Alors bonjour, je suis Panda Silla de Label TV Sénégal. Alors Monsieur le Président, Son Excellence, le Rwanda est aujourd'hui en Afrique et partout dans le monde considéré comme un modèle de réussite, de développement, de sécurité 30 ans après le génocide. Alors quelles sont les clés de cette prouesse? Et ma deuxième question, la Constitution du Rwanda de 2015 vous autorise à rester au pouvoir jusqu'en 2034. Comptez-vous rester au pouvoir jusqu'à cette date d'échéance? Je vous remercie.
Well, I'm sure there are other success stories across the world, even on our continent. People do what they have to do, but in our case, I think we have made progress because we have concentrated on the real issues that matter to people, and that is the people themselves. We have concentrated on what matters to them, what improves their lives, and we have deployed every penny of our limited resources to just do that, whether it is in the area of education, health, infrastructure, agriculture, for their food self-sufficiency, and many things we have. And I'm saying deployed every penny by also meaning that we make sure that every penny that we have goes in the right place. In many places, it is stolen from the treasury to where it is supposed to be. Maybe half of it is pocketed by some individuals, so gets lost through some other means. So we make sure we fight that alongside everything else we are doing. So this, and we are committed to doing it, and we are not apologetic about doing it, to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable and we hold each other accountable, and that's important. I think for us, the progress we make, even with our limited resources, is because we make sure that every part of that goes to where it was planned to go. So that really is the issue. Now, talking about politics, or the campaigns, the elections, and me being there and so on. You know, human beings, all of us, without exception, is none, live only for so long. All of us. In fact, like maybe if I'm looking around the room, maybe in another 40 years, 50 would be on the higher side, I'm not sure, but let me be generous. In another 50 years, none of the people sitting here in this room will probably be around. So that's where we all go, no question about it. But while we are living, while we are still on this earth, we want to do what we want to do as individuals, as people, meaning collectively, and so on and so forth. So collectively, and by the way, it started by accident, meaning for me to be the president. It started here as an accident. Well, first of all, as an accident or luck, that I survived the many years that could have taken my life as many others' lives were lost. So I was lucky to be alive to the point that I became president. So it wasn't by plan at all. Even if it was to be by plan, I was still lucky. The second is that even as I was still alive at the beginning of this whole process, of 30 years we've been here, some other people were chosen to be president. I wasn't. I was suggested in '94, I refused. I just felt I wasn't in a position to be president. So I worked with others to put another president there, who later on, whatever happened, was removed by parliament. And it's like those who wanted me to be president at the beginning came back to me and said, you see, we told you that allowing another person like this to be president. I said, I didn't know. Maybe you didn't know also. You're just blaming me for. So they said, now you should be president. Okay. Then I had been here 6 years, I think, doing other things for my country. I accepted to be president. Now, from that time, it's like I committed an offense, accepting to be president. Every day I'm being asked, when are you leaving? When are you going? So, these people who made me president are telling me they still want me to be president. Somebody else somewhere says, no, you are here too long. But these guys who even ask these questions or who tell me that, even if they wanted, they cannot be the president of Rwanda because they don't belong here. So now I really get confused, and I think this is not fair. Because when are you leaving? Now, as I have said, there was a time I wasn't president. I didn't even want to be president. I refused, actually. Now, when I became president, and the people of this country, who matter to me more than anybody anywhere else, keep saying, we want you here. Oh, by the way, we have also had open conversations with them in our meetings of the party I lead. I have been telling them to actually look for another person. I've told them in 2017, I started 2010. 2017, I was more vocal on that. And even recently, I told them the same. The leaders of the party are here, the chairman, vice chairman, and the secretary general in this room. They are here with you. They can tell you what I told them. I've been asking them to, even if I'm agreeing to be president, they should not forget to be working very hard to identify people who will follow in my footpaths. Every day I remind them. Now, but I think for them they're operating like, as long as he has some breath in him, let's squeeze every bit of it. So, and I've been telling you, no, I don't have to stay here doing. So, but I know for sure somebody will be found sooner than later, if we don't count the many years I've been around, going forward. Because that is a necessity. So, but the other necessity that conflicts with that is for the people, they are my party and the people of this country. It goes beyond the party of RPF. It actually goes to the whole country. When they, so there is a conflict between the necessity for me to do other things and somebody else leads the country or even the party. But there is also the reality that those people who make that decision are also still demanding that I stay there. So my question is to them as it is to me, so you want me to stay here until when? Because I know there will be a time when I shouldn't be here or I want to be here. So, but if you could only bear with us and it becomes our problem, internal problem which we have to resolve, maybe we shall find a solution sooner than later. But when from outside, where you have your own problems to deal with, of your own, in your own countries, I guess there is nobody who doesn't have a country here. So better tend to those problems of your country or your countries and leave this problem of ours to us. We shall resolve it one way or the other. And whatever happens, whether there will be better people than me, even and that's a big possibility, or those who will come and try to run down what you have been building over the years, there is nothing we can do about it. Especially there is nothing you from outside can do about it.
Murakoze cyane. Nitwa Jean Claude Mutuyezu, ndi umunyamakuru wa RBA. Mu minsi mumaze mwiyamamaza mwakunze kugaruka ku mvugo ivuga yuko iyi politiki yo kwiyamamaza n'ubundi yihariye cyane ko FPR yagiye ifatanya n'indi mitwe ya politiki. Munagaruka cyane kubijyanye n'ubudasa bw'abanyarwanda. Ese ubu budasa twavuga ko buva kuki? Nanone twibaza ngo muri manda ikurikiyeho ni ibiki muteganyiriza abanyarwanda bijyanye n'iyi mvugo mukunze kugarukaho cyane y'ubudasa? Murakoze cyane.
Ubudasa buturuka ku mateka, ni amateka barambivuga buri munsi, ni amateka biturukaho u Rwanda aho ruvuye, byarubayeho, hanyuma uko abantu babisohokamo. U Rwanda rw'amateka y'amacakubiri n'u Rwanda rushyira abanyarwanda bose hamwe n'ibintu bitandukanye. Muri uko gushyira abantu bose hamwe rero bahera ku mateka mabi bakareba icyo u Rwanda rushyira abantu hamwe rukora kugira ngo abanyarwanda bose bibone mu bikorwa no mu bibageraho. Ibyo ubwabyo bisobanura bwa budasa. Ni nayo mpamvu ndetse aho twagiye tujya kwiyamamaza hose abantu baza ari benshi, inshuro 10 zirenga n'iki baza ari benshi bavuga, ubona bitabiriye iki kintu kimwe. Ugomba gutekereza nyine ukavuga uti aba bantu bagomba kuba bumva neza aho tuvuye, bumva neza aho dushaka kujya. Icyo batora rero niyo nzira ibaganisha aho bashaka kujya, kandi bose iyo bimeze bityo ibindi byose ni ubusa. Umuntu uhagarara ikantarange akavuga ati hari umuntu babujije kuvuga iki, hari ibihumbi magana ngahe byahoze biri aho bivuga, ibyo ni ugukora ubusa, uranabyihorera ugakomeza. So abanyarwanda rero icyo bashaka barakizi bo, baracyerekana ari mu bikorwa. Ntabwo ari n'ibikorwa by'amatora gusa, ahubwo biriya bikorwa by'amajyambere bigenda bibaho bikorwa n'abanyarwanda. Abanyarwanda bitabira buri kintu cyose, iyo bahaye uburyo barabukoresha kugera ku byo bifuza. Abo ngabo rero iyo bakubwiye icyo bashaka n'icyo ukora, kuko ni ibyabo. So ntabwo numva rero mu manda yindi ikindi se cyabishye kitari ugukomeza ibyo dusanzwe dukora nyine ibyo by'iterambere by'umutekano n'imiyoborere myiza. Demokarasi ga n'ikivuze, demokarasi ivuze imiyoborere myiza, guhitamo abantu bakagera ku cyo bashaka, nicyo tugerageza gushyira ku murongo. Nibyo bikomeza, nta bindi bishya byaturutse ahandi dushaka gukora.